Hello, in the following video we will be seeing the Delivery Customization Shopify function. This function will let us rename, reorder, or hide the different delivery options the customer has available based on some custom logic defined in the Shopify function. You can see here some of the things we can do with this function, such as hiding delivery options for certain products or customers, reordering the delivery options according to user preferences, hide certain delivery options for PO boxes, or adjust the messaging to delivery options titles. Now, as you can see here, there is no mention of adding a new delivery option, and that is because that is not possible through this Shopify function. At the moment, we can just interact with the already existing ones. So with that mentioned, let's get started. So from Visual Studio Code, I'm going to run npm init Shopify app latest. To initialize a new Shopify app, we will name this Delivery Customization Function. Let's abbreviate this. And then let's select here, start by adding your first extension. Now let's take all of this, move it out of this folder, and we are going to run npm run Shopify app generate extension. Okay, so after logging in, I'm going to create this as a new app. This name, and here we get this configuration populated, and from here I'm going to look for Delivery Customization Function. We're going to keep this name, and I'm going to select here TypeScript, although you can select JavaScript if you want. Now let's wait for the dependencies to install. Now let's see what we got. So if we expand this and go to src and run the ts, here we can see the function that is managing all of this. If we remove this, and to complete here, we can see that we have to return an object with the key operations. This is an array. This is very similar to the current transform function. And here we have the different operations we have access to. At the moment, we have hide, move, or rename. So let's say I want to use the rename operation. Here we have these two keys, the delivery option handle. This is a reference to the delivery option we want to rename, and then title here, this is the new title for that option. Now, what is the delivery option handle? You might think that this is just the name of this delivery option, but that's not the case. If we go here, we can see that this is a scalar of handle, but this doesn't tell us much. So if we go to the documentation here, and in the rename operation, we have delivery option handle, this is a handle, and the title is a string. If I click on handle here, you can see that is a function scoped handle that refers to a resource. And we can see here an example of this, all of these numbers. And this is not intended to be human readable. So we have to get this from Shopify somehow. Let's see how we can do that. First, let's understand what we are trying to do. We are trying to rename this economy shipping method to just say here free shipping instead of economy. So we have to get the handle for this economy method over here. So let's go back to the code. In run.graphql, let's delete all of this, and let's start querying the data we need. So I'm going to query here cart, delivery groups, delivery options, and from here for each option I want to get the title of the option, and I want to get the handle of the option. You can see here that this is a type handle, exactly the type we need. So then for TypeScript to update the typing of this, I'm going to open here another console, and I'm going to cd into extensions, delivery customization, and I'm going to run npm run typegen. And this should update the types for run.ts. Now let's generate the body of the function. So let's delete this now. Let's say let economy option handle. This will be of type string or undefined. And I'm going to do for const group of input.cards.delivery groups. Then I'm going to go for const option for every option of the group.delivery options. And I'm going to say if option.title is equal to economy, then the economy option handle will be equal to option.handle. And we can then do here, if economy option handle doesn't have a value, then we are going to return this no changes constant over here, which is just an object with the operations key and an empty array. So we're going to do which is yes. But if it does have a value, then over here we are going to say that the delivery option handle will be economy option handle and the title will be free shipping. So let's save this, and now let's see this in action. Before being able to use the function, we have to come here to shopify.app.toml, and in scopes we have to add write and delivery customizations. Then you're going to run npm run dev over here to link this application to the development store. In this case, I'm going to look for Delivery Customization Function, that's the name of my store. And I'm going to press P over here to install this. So pressing P open this window over here, we can see that the write delivery customizations permission is missing, so we'll have to deploy the app again after installed. So I'm going to close this, run npm run deploy. And this will tell me over here that we have this extension and also the scopes get updated. So we release this. And now I can run npm dev again. I'm going to press P again. We see that this now asks for access for delivery customizations. We update this. And now let's go back here and we're going to press G to open the GraphQL editor in the browser. We're going to then here get the function ID by running query Shopify Functions. We're going to get the first 10, edges, node, ID, and title. We only have this function installed, so I'm just going to copy this over here. And now we're going to run a mutation. Delivery customization create, and over here we are going to pass the delivery customization object. We have to pass a function ID, which is what we just copied. Then the title, let's just say economy to free shipping free. And enable, let's say true. And now we are going to get here the ID, delivery customization, the ID, if this was successfully created, and user errors, we're going to get the message, and the code in case we got an error. We got the ID, so this got created successfully. Now let's test it out. Now if we go through this process again, we're going to see that I can add this to the cart, go to checkout, and over here, I will set this to California Airport. And we can see here the options free shipping and standard. And we can come here and update this. So let's say updated free shipping. And if I save this, after a moment, we are going to see here updated free shipping. There we go. Now, what if instead of renaming it, we wanted to hide this free shipping method for orders that contain less than 3 products? Let's see how we can do that. So the first thing we need to do is update this input query over here. We are going to get the line items, and then we are going to get the quantity of each line item. We don't need to get the ID of each because we don't need to identify which item is which. We just need to know how many items are in the cart. Then we're going to save this and run npm run typejan to update the type of this from input typing over here. Now we are going to remove this rename operation from here because we are going to be using the hide operation instead. We could use both, but we will have to update the logic of this function to conditionally use the hide operation here. We don't want to do that at the moment. We just want to keep this simple. So let's just say for const line item of cart input the cart of lines. Let's create a variable over here. Let total amount of items, this will start at 0, and then total amount of items close equal line item dot quantity. If total amount of items is greater or equal to 3, then we're going to return no changes because we want to keep the free shipping option in that case. Otherwise, we are going to call the hide operation over here, and this just needs the delivery option handle we are going to hide, which we already got with this code over here, which we are not going to remove. So I'm going to save this. And over here, if I refresh this page, as I just have one item in my cart, I just see one shipping option, which is the standard shipping. I don't see the free shipping option any longer. But if I go back to the store, and then in the cart over here, increase this to have 3 items, then I fill this again, I'm going to see the economy option. Once again, it is back to being named economy because we've removed the rename operation. So before closing the video, I realized that there was a bug over here in the way we are getting the economy option handle. And that is because we are only getting the handle of the economy option in the last group. This will work fine when there is just one delivery group, as we are seeing here, but when there are multiple ones, we are only getting the handle for the economy option in the last group. Let's better see this in action by having multiple groups. For example, if I add this product to the cart, the way these products are configured, we'll have multiple groups. So let's head again, California Airport. And here we are going to see that for the last option group, we get updated free shipping, but for the first one, we see economy. If I click on here, we can see that we have a menu similar to the one we had a moment ago when there was just a single one, but instead one for each shipment. Let's see how we can fix this. So let's start by importing over here the type operation, and let's make this an array of type operation. Then let's change the name of this variable to be rename operations. We are going to check here if rename operations that length is equal to 0. We return no changes. Now, we are going to do here rename operations that push. We are going to open here an object and copy all of this and paste it here. We are going to rename this variable to be option.handle, and we are going to now remove this from here and just deconstruct the rename operations array. If I save this and over here refresh this page, we are going to see updated free shipping for both groups. And to make it clearer why we had to make this adjustment, if we go to the logs of this function and go to this one, for example, we can see that in the input we get both groups, and even though in both we have the economy option, both of these handles you can see that are not exactly the same. This one ends with 6A and this one we see 5. And there you have it. This is how you work with the delivery customization function. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and subscribe for more Shopify related content, and I will see you all in the next video.